This is the story of snus, and this man, the father of Swedish snus, Jacob Fredrik Ljunglöf. What is snus, you ask? It's a word some of you may not be familiar with, probably because it's very Scandinavian, very Swedish. That country known for its meatballs and its blondes. But maybe you've heard of snuff, the predecessor of snus. It dates as far back as Columbus. On his second trip to America in 1497, native priests were seen inhaling a powder in their noses, a powder made of dried ground tobacco leaves. Spanish and Portuguese seamen soon brought the tobacco plant to Europe, and the rest is history. No, wait, there's more. In the 16th century, it's said that Queen Catherine de' Medici of France was advised to crush tobacco leaves and inhale the powder to help cure her chronic headaches. After that, snuff became known as a miracle cure and was very popular with French aristocrats. It wasn't long before snuff spread amongst all of Europe's upper class, and of course to the Kingdom of Sweden. By the end of the 1700s, tobacco was being grown in about 70 towns across the country. Swedes' snuff habits began to change in the 1800s. Instead of sniffing it, many mixed it with water and salt and placed a pinch under the lip. That's when snuff became snus. Many farmers started to make their own snus variations, and soon small manufacturers were popping up with their own local brands. 1822 was the year snus manufacturing had its big breakthrough. The man who revolutionized this process was Jacob Fredrik Ljunglöf. Remember the guy we mentioned at the beginning? He can be credited with laying the groundwork for the Swedish snus production of today. Ljunglöf and his number 1 or Etan blend became a household name. His son Knut followed in his father's footsteps. The so-called king of snus took the secret family recipe into the future, ensuring his Ljunglöf brand was of the highest quality standard. Etan even made its way to Pope Leo XIII in Rome. A Swedish visionary with the same passion as the Ljunglöf family was J.A. Boman, the man behind General, another premium quality brand Swedes have enjoyed since 1850. By 1915, Sweden had formed a tobacco monopoly, AB Svenska Tobaksmonopolet, which eventually became what we know as Swedish Match today. Our mission at Swedish Match is not only to preserve these classic brands like Etan and General, but also to be groundbreakers, to further develop snus, offer more choices, more flavors. All in an effort to keep the modern snus user coming back for the same premium quality they expect. Quality based on a 200-year-old Swedish tradition.